The year is 1924, and Alberta is known as the Wild, Wild West. However, amongst the mayhem, the art scene was booming.
1924 was a really interesting year for art in Alberta. It was the year that Lawrence Harrison and A.Y. Jackson made this trip. It was also the year that Byron Harmon went to the Columbia Icefield. J.H. Macdonald, who was another member of the Group of Seven, also went to Jasper at that time. But importantly for us, it was the year of the founding of what was then the Edmonton Museum of Arts, which became the Edmonton Art Gallery, then the Art Gallery of Alberta.
Obsessed with the drama of Alberta, artists from coast to coast came to capture the essence of the Alberta landscape. To celebrate their 90th birthday, the Alberta Art Gallery is offering spectators a walk through artistic history.
I'm curating an exhibition of the work of Lawrence Harrison and A.Y. Jackson, who were two members of the Group of Seven, probably one of the most famous groups of Canadian painters. And it's an exhibition that looks at their trip to Jasper and Robson Parks in 1924.
The second part of the gallery is dedicated to the Harmon and Freeman exhibition.
It's been a wonderful process going through his photographs, figuring out exactly where they went on this incredible expedition from Banff over the Columbia Icefields to Jasper and back with 16 horses, 2 dogs, some carrier pigeons.
Traveling from Banff to Jasper can be difficult enough in today's road conditions. However, imagine doing it in 1924 on horseback, crossing the Saskatchewan River and the Columbian Icefields, all for the sake of creating beautiful art. That is exactly what these men did.
At one point, they spent 8 days waiting for the clouds to part.
Working as Banff's first professional photographer, Harmon paired with Freeman to capture the beauty of the Rockies. And now in this exhibit, one can have an interactive experience since they returned with video and stories.
There are no letters or anything from Byron Harmon surviving. So we're very fortunate that Louis Freeman was on this trip, that he wrote this article and subsequently a book about the trip.
And keeping in the 1924 theme, they have an interactive 3D slides, a very popular medium for spectators in that time period.
One of the cameras that Byron Harmon brought with him was a stereograph camera, which allowed him to create these 3D images.
It's been a really great experience. We've brought works together actually from public collections from across the country. There's work here from Ontario, from BC, as well as from private collections. We've been able to convince a few owners to part with their kind of treasures for a few months. So it's a really exciting exhibition that brings together these works which were created by the artists at the same time, but then have been kind of dispersed into collections across the country.
And though their structure has changed over the years, the Alberta Art Gallery continues to educate, inspire, and intrigue the Alberta art enthusiasts of all levels.
It's been really interesting because 1924, the year that we were founded as the Edmonton Museum of Arts, our first exhibition was actually at the Hotel Macdonald. So the Art Gallery didn't have a building, it didn't have a place, and then over time we moved into the Seacourt House, which was an old mansion. We moved into a converted car garage for a while in the 50s. And so really this new building, which we were able to build in 2010, really kind of, I think, captures the spirit of creativity of Alberta. It's a dynamic, exciting building. We try to bring a lot of interesting exhibitions here, and I think that the art scene in Alberta is just fantastic.
In Edmonton, I'm Bianca Jade.